Hi everyone, welcome to the first video where I'll show you how you can use a free app called Snapseed to manipulate your pictures so that they look a lot brighter and more saturated with color on Instagram. I'm completely aware that a lot of you already use it, so if you already do, then this video is of no use to you. But if you've never used an app such as this before, then keep watching. So I've got an iPhone and I've got Snapseed on my iPhone. I literally touch on Snapseed. And there you go. This is a picture that I've chosen. To choose any picture from your library on your iPhone, you will just touch the open that you can see on the top left of your screen. And so I've selected this picture. You will soon start to see a lot of these pictures on our Instagram because everyone will be taking pictures of springy scenes. And for your image to sort of impress people more, we can do a few subtle things. Incidentally, I have a little bee right there. Oh, it might not be a bee, it might be a moth. I don't know, but that's just adding to the interest of the picture. Right, so this picture was taken in Greenwich Park. Let's see if we can make this look a bit better. So on the bottom right of your screen, you see a pencil sign in a white circle. I'm simply touching that and a menu comes up. The first thing I'll do is I will tune the image. So top left, and then you will see on the top, you can see brightness 0, it says. And the bottom of the screen, there are 3 horizontal lines. I'm just going to touch that. And it brings up a menu which has brightness, contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadows, and warmth. So the first one I'll fix is brightness. Now what I'm doing is just running my finger along my phone screen, left to right. On the top of your screen, you can see brightness going down, and see that's the difference it'll make. And then this is a lot brighter. Obviously, we don't want it that bright, but we do want it a bit brighter. So I'll go to about number 10. There we are. Now, I'm not trying to make this look unnaturally heavy in color. It still should look natural. I'm editing it, yes, consider it makeup on your face. That kind of natural. You don't want to see blue cherry blossom, unless that's your thing, in which case please go ahead and make it blue. But I'm only going to make it subtly better. So then the next thing I can do is go into saturation here. And again, this is what saturation does. So if you see, I'm desaturating it all the way to black and white, which in itself is a kind of like an awesome look. But if you go right, that's what will happen. So I want it a bit less. Again, about 20 is good. So the blue of the sky is already looking a lot bluer. Now I'm going to touch that tick sign on the bottom right hand side of your screen. And then if I touch that picture again, you can see it's a very, very subtle difference. So this is before and this is after, and you can barely see a difference yet. Again, pressing on that edit button, and this time I'm going to go into brush, which is the third button down on the left hand side column. Now when you pick up brush, you have 4 options: dodge and burn, exposure, temperature, and saturation. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch that exposure button, and then you see where it says exposure on the bottom of the screen. There's a down arrow and a plus arrow, or well, down arrow and a top arrow, I suppose. I'm going to, and exposure itself says plus 0.7. I don't want it that much, so I'm going to just touch that down arrow, make it 0.3, and then I'm literally touching the cherry blossoms on my screen with my fingertip. Okay, and you'll see the difference. And if I make it plus 7, they will become even brighter. Hopefully you can see the difference on your screen of what this is doing. Okay, and then you see that little eye symbol on the right hand side. That shows you exactly where I've touched it. So you can see this is what I've done, right? And then you touch the tick button again to say, yep, you're happy with that. Again into the edit button, and I'm going to go back to brush, and this time I'm going to go to saturate. Now saturate, the default option is plus 10, which is a lot of color. So I'm going to start with plus 5, see where I get to. Then I'm just touching the blue of the sky. Okay, and again I can show you exactly where I've touched the screen by just clicking or touching that eye symbol. There we go. Now again, I'm going to put the saturation up to 10 now, just to show you what happens. And I'll touch that sky again, and you see it looks a lot bluer, a lot bluer. Okay, and then I'll decrease the saturation to say +5, and then I'm going to go ahead and touch those cherry blossom again. Again, if I press the eye symbol on the right hand side, you will see exactly where I've touched. Do you see that? So where it looks dark pink is where I've pressed a little bit harder or gone over twice. And then I'm quite happy with that now. So I will press the tick sign again. And finally, so this is so far the picture. If you want to see the difference that all your work has made, you literally touch the image once. That was before, and that's after. Before and after. And I'll do one final thing, which is touch that edit button again. I quite like the name of this one. It's called Glamour Glow, indeed. So touching Glamour Glow. This is a really strange sort of, it's a bit like Instagram filters, but it's a bit out there really. Don't go nuts with it. It does not make anything, like, especially if you're showcasing a product or something, you don't want it to look photoshopped, you just want it to look its best. So I'm going to go to the number, so I'll show you these options quickly. See how strong this filter is. The things look a little bit almost fuzzy. So I prefer the number 2 option, and this is just from experience. And then on the top you see glow plus 50. I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm going to decrease it quite a lot to about 7 or 8. And it does give it a bit of a glow. So again, touching the right hand side button again, the click button. And this is my final picture. I'm quite happy with it. It still looks natural. It does not look like I've been doing all of this. And again, for a before and after, that's before. So the colors are a bit washed out, and that's after. So it's kind of pops a lot. And then finally, you press the save button, literally touch it, and then export a copy. And now you have made this look like that. This and that. I hope you enjoyed it. I promise, get a lot better speaking on these videos and making these videos, and there's a lot more of this to come. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.